Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zakk.
And we're back here with Star Wars, The Clone Wars. And we're also doing Star Wars, The Book of Boba Fett. We did do The Mandalorian. We're going to do The Mandalorian Season 3 and Obi-Wan Anakin when it comes out. But right now, we're on Season 2, Episode 11. We are doing chronological order. The last episode, Zakk, was a deserter. Do you remember it?
I do. I don't remember who was attacking them on their turf.
Grievous landed there because they had a battle in space.
Which that's right. He had an
we
escape pod. He crash landed there.
Yeah.
And the Republic was hunting him.
Mm-hmm.
And this clone had gone there previously and was living out his life.
Yeah.
A nice little family.
But I think we talked about, like, if you... I mean, I'm sure there's a way that he has children that old. But I think it's, you know, to me, it's a little bit of shenanigans. You know what I mean?
Well, naturally, Star Wars is not devoid of
shenanigans. But you presented a cool theory is that, like, they trained those guys for like a decade. So he could have left way before the Battle of Geonosis. Yeah,
because they developed them.
Yeah. And he could he could have pieced out before episode 2.
Yeah. So,
but we both really liked the episode. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Thank God it's just going to take some of these great movies that we love and say, let's just do that in Star Wars universe. We had that with zombies. We had that with Godzilla. We had it with this theme of the deserter, finding yourself, and like, what are we meant for? We're here.
Warhorse.
We're bred for battle, or are we? Do we have our individual choices? You know.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It's a different storyline now. We're just going to jump in.
Oh yeah.
Normally it is, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to think of an example.
Makes it easy.
According to intelligence, he's inside this joint. You stay here, in case he tries to escape.
Big Quaid motherfuckers. A lot of old trilogy aliens there, too.
How did she know what he looked like?
My lightsaber.
Pickpocketing motherfucker. Look at that little shit. How could you not keep an eye on what that little shit looked like?
This weapon is your life.
I know, that little shit looked different than everybody else that was there.
Where were you?
I was checking out a suspect. I had a bad feeling about him.
And?
It was nothing. False alarm.
Come on, then.
Is it all right if I go to the library and do some research?
Sure. I'll take care of our little friend here.
I'm sure if you explain your loss to your master, he'll understand.
No, he tells me over and over, your lightsaber is your life. Don't lose it.
Where do you get that from?
Yeah.
There has to be a better way to find this thief.
And print that in your mind.
Okay.
Pardon me, Master Sanube?
What? Who? I was just resting my eyes.
Hello, Master Sanube.
I was told you could help me?
Help you? Hmm?
I'll leave you two to your business.
A thief stole my lightsaber, and I only got a quick look at him. I could tell he definitely came from one of the aquatic planets. You know, one of the water worlds.
So you're saying there was something fishy about him?
The dad joke.
Yeah.
Severe dad joke.
A petty thief. He hangs out in the slum district.
Thank you, Master Sanube.
I'm sure
Your help has been invaluable.
Well, you're welcome.
If there's anything I can do...
Yes, there is. I haven't been on assignments in years. And if you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for. I'll come with you.
Okay, Gramps. It would be nice to have company.
Splendid!
She was just slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
She's rushing in because she doesn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. I think we're supposed to feel like this
I know
fucking old guy.
I know, because he wants to tag along.
You want to buy a lightsaber? How much are you willing to pay?
If you have it, you'll give it to me.
What my little friend is saying is how much?
20,000.
20,000?
It's a rare weapon. A Jedi weapon.
Do you have the item with you?
No, but I can get it.
From him?
Hey, who are these guys?
they're Jedi. And if we are...
I don't want to get mixed up with Jedi. We were just doing our old friend Banamu a favor.
Well, I think it's time you forget about him and do me
Jeez.
a favor. That's
Fucking
my
everything
lightsaber
up.
he stole.
He's at the Spider Arms hostel.
She's definitely pushy. The other guy.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
You're so anxious to find this pickpocket that your worry is equal to his.
You mean if I relax, I can sense Banamu's anxiety?
Yes. If you relax, you would realize he's in this room.
Who are you, huh? What do you want?
My lightsaber, you slimy thief. I want it back. Now!
Hey. I'm not having it, I swear! I got rid of it, yeah.
What did you do with it?
No. I don't recall.
You little...
Ahsoka!
It's not smart to steal from a Jedi.
You're looking a little too young to be a Jedi. Yeah. Ow! Come on. Okay. His name is Movers, yes. Knack Movers.
Knack movers?
He's a very dangerous one. Well known in the underworld.
He's always there.
You can stop talking now.
Okay, I shall.
Well, at least you know where your lightsaber is.
Yeah, it's in the hands of a killer. Oh no. Let me guess. He's dead.
Are they gone?
Who's gone?
The men who killed Knack. Well, I came home and found him here like this.
Ione, did you call for help? Why were you hiding?
I was afraid.
Time to die.
Isn't that Aura sing?
It is not.
You're a Jedi?
You figure though.
It does. It actually showed Aura singing it earlier, but we weren't looking. But they do have her in the show later on.
Is she a droid?
I don't think she's got any droid parts. She's a very, very capable thief.
Master Snube, you're right. I found the intruder and she has my lightsaber.
My first Matrix movie when they jumped across that gap.
You have nothing to worry about.
Right. Of course.
Your friend Knack wasn't a very good fighter, was he? Or maybe he was poisoned.
What?
He'd be stronger than the average man, though, wouldn't you say?
I guess.
I wonder who his voice is.
I also contacted the authorities to come here and help you with your unfortunate friend.
Oh. You're very kind.
Those eyes.
Yeah.
They're so much more nervous.
They
for
do.
some reason.
Like a nervous species.
You're in league with the bounty hunter! Arrest her!
They're just taking people's jobs.
Off she goes, always rushing.
jumping psycho. Going slow.
Hey! You're driving too slow! We need to go faster!
Patience! We'll cut them off at the train station!
We'll get there! In time! God, I hate how her eyes look.
I can't stand it either.
Fucking vertical slants. It's horrible.
Oh, I found it.
Well, I thought that we'd get them, but I don't know.
Oh, you're under arrest.
That should be a federal crime.
Damn it all! Run around with a goddamn laser sword, just cutting things. Like, yeah, right.
Cassie just left her friend there.
If she knew what she was doing, she'd just cut a big circle in the door.
Yeah.
You ran off in such a hurry. I trust you didn't mean to be rude.
I have nothing more to say to you, Jedi.
I hate her fucking eyes.
Perhaps you meant to be a little rude.
How rude!
How rude!
That was pretty good.
You're trapped. Surrender now and turn the lightsaber over to me. Don't tell me what to do. I've got a lightsaber, and I'm as powerful as a Jedi. I'll trade myself for them. You know how much I'm worth to the Jedi. It's a good deal.
Whack!
For a guy that moves slow, you always seem to get ahead of me. Well, I'd best be getting back to my master before he misses me.
Certainly. But first, I need one last favor from you.
Sure.
Pass on what you have learned.
Younglings.
Hello, old friend.
Greetings, Master Sinube. Padawan Tano, a lesson you have for us today?
Yes.
A lesson in patience.
Gather round, younglings. Listen to the Padawan you shall.
This weapon is your life, but it is also your responsibility. Don't let it out of your sight.
Dun dun! Guys, that was a reaction. This is our discussion. So, wasn't like the highest highs. I don't think it's the lowest lows. Wasn't a Clone War episode.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought this episode was good. I like the banter between her and this slow ass motherfucking old Jedi.
I thought you'd enjoy him.
I did.
Yeah.
I like old people.
Master Sinube.
I do. They get on my nerves sometimes.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer.
You complain about them more than anybody I know. I'll tell you that.
I do, but I do enjoy them.
Yeah.
I've worked with older guys.
Yeah.
They're like these irritable, old, salty sons of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
But I love being around them. Yeah. I loved irritating them on purpose.
So this obviously was playing off the fact that old people sometimes can irritate the youth, and vice versa. So he's got experience, wisdom, age, and patience, most of all. Something that Jedi always stress in the Star Wars mythology is patience, young Padawan or young man.
Well, you can say that when you're 900 fucking years old.
Yeah, but I don't know how old he was.
Maybe not Yoda.
Yeah.
Like he's probably not as old as Yoda, but that guy
he's
still old.
He's decrepit old too.
And he's probably old enough to we're going to operate on the assumption of most of these species in the Star Wars universe that he's probably much older than Asant.
Yeah, humans aren't, our medium lifespan is lower. No, but I enjoyed the cat and mouse chase aspect when it comes to showing us something. We haven't really seen the Star Wars underbelly of Coruscant since Attack of the Clones. We get a glimpse of it. It's really cool. Yeah. And we don't have anything else.
What was his name? What was Obi-Wan's friend's name that ran the
Dax.
Dax.
Oh,
yes,
buddy.
Dax. I love that guy. It depends how big how deep your pocketbook is.
When you're watching that, it gives you every sign that guy's a bad guy.
Yeah, but he's just a guy with connections.
Yeah, he's just a guy who owns a diner.
He has a diner, and a lot of people come into a diner.
Well, that's
Fargo, man. You got to watch the second season of Fargo. It is like the golden era of Fargo.
I really enjoyed that stuff, and we get to see like a lot of assets. So we went from the Jedi Temple to the streets of Coruscant to the inside of like not a cantina, but it was like a club or a pub. Yeah. Chased out rooftops, jumping over off buildings.
The one that looked like I mentioned her name.
Cassie.
The bounty hunter.
The more formidable one. Yeah.
Yeah. She looked like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Jack's love interest, the girl with the stitches in her face.
Yeah.
Like, she was like a Frankenstein woman. Mm-hmm. Frankenstein's bride, but Jack's bride.
She did kind of look like that.
Yeah, she had the stitches in her face and shit. She had that look.
Yeah. And then her friend, I wasn't sure if it was like her girlfriend or whatever, but they obviously have a fucking scheme going on.
They don't give you any kind of reference to their sexuality.
No, they don't.
Either way, I don't care, but...
Yeah.
That fucking woman with her...
Her eyes?
It's not horizontal, it's vertical eye slits.
Yeah. It was disturbing.
Up. It's weird.
And if
I don't want to see that shit.
Nor do I. I mean, that's what's funny is like...
The goddamn snake on...
Raised by
Wolves. It's just weird.
I don't like weird shit either. Except Voldemort. I like him.
Well, it's different. He has no nose. He's like Krillin. But evil. And sorceress.
He's an evil Krillin.
He's an evil sorceress Krillin.
It's kind of a fun episode. We're kind of getting away from the war. And George was actually the one who kind of pitched this episode. Well, he didn't pitch it. He said, this is the episode. And then the team and him came up with it. Let's get away from the war for a while. And he always likes to kind of teach, even though he's hammering it since 1997, hammer some of these values to kids. You know what I mean? And it made a fun episode. And then, of course, Ahsoka took what she learned and she taught it to the younglings. Yeah. But, and I also really liked how Master Sinube had his lightsaber hidden in his cane.
Well, it's always cool.
It's always cool.
Like fucking the strain.
Yeah. Well, I knew.
Silver fucking sword. Abraham's tracking.
Yeah, I figured you liked that. I liked it. We also see Jocasta Nu, the librarian, again.
Yeah, I noticed her.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to go over a few concept art and facts that I did download from StarWars.com. So Master Sinube's design is based on an abandoned alien concept illustrated for Episode 1 Senators. Although Terra apparently he previously appears in Grievous Intrigue, he and the younglings seen in episode were designed for this episode, which was produced first. So it's funny how he was just actually... they have a philosophy of Lucasfilm. They don't waste anything. They got stuff in the vault from Ralph McQuarrie 40 years ago that they still haven't used and they're going to use eventually. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. So this showed up on the screen. So while they're going over some of these criminals in the computer, this is obviously, I can't remember where it is BBY, but it's obviously like 23 years before the Battle of Yavin. There is these two sisters in the cantina in episode 4. They are criminals. This actually was supposed to be the girl on the right. So this is from Star Wars episode 4. It's in the cantina. Her name is something Tonika. And they're just minor characters in Star Wars. They have their action figures. They don't really have a story. But the fact that she's a criminal and that she was in the database 20 years prior, still being a criminal.
It's amazing that they can produce action figures from characters that have no significance whatsoever.
Well, what's funny is when Dave Filoni is like the big person behind the show, when him and Jon Favreau got together, they talked about when we were younger, our brothers and sisters, they got to play with like the Luke and the Vader.
Yeah, so I got the shitty characters.
I got the shitty characters.
The Boba Fett.
So those are the ones I like to tell stories about.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. This is a cool concept of the bounty hunter, Cassie.
Well, they made her look a lot sexier in that drawing than she is in the show.
She definitely does look sexier there.
Well, they're giving her so much more skin, though. That's the thing. Like, if you're showing that much hip and that much, buttock,
thigh region,
like, it's definitely intended to be a sexy version of a character. I don't care what the fuck you are, who the fuck you think you are, and what the fuck you think you're doing. That's intended to be somewhat sexy.
They probably were smart enough to tone it down for the show.
Probably, but I thought it was a very good episode. It was very entertaining. I liked it a lot. I liked the dynamic between Ahsoka and the Order Master. I like, Yoda's never going to be the same Yoda he was in the original trilogy. He never will be.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, no matter what they say, no matter how they show him, no matter how cool he is, he's not the same Yoda that's the old veteran that's living in disgrace on Dagobah.
It's because he hasn't been disgraced yet. Palpatine has to put him through that.
I know that.
Yeah.
My point is that he's Like the Jim Henson production and the production of that time period made that character so much more meaningful to me in that setting.
Yeah.
Than he ever is with CG and cool lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
So I hate that.
Yeah.
I wish I could enjoy it like a lot of the other people do, but I just don't.
Yeah.
So
well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm really glad they took out the puppet from episode 1 and put it in the CG.
That is great. Yeah, I know that because the puppet in episode 1 was not good at all.
They couldn't nail it.
They couldn't.
They
couldn't get what Jim Henson got right.
Well, he's a master of his craft, or he was.
He was, and he got it right. And those fuckers were pretenders.
Yeah.
And it's not like.
He didn't do the Turtles and Ninja Turtles 3 either.
Yeah, I know. And
you can tell.
All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you like us, you can subscribe. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Twitter. If you don't like us, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to find us on Instagram. You don't have to find us on Twitter. You don't have to find us at all. You don't have to keep sticking around. I don't know why you've stuck around this long.
Yeah, why?
So, like, subscribe. You don't, you won't. If you will, please do.